Good evening, viewers. You're watching 7 at 7, the only news bulletin where I curate the day's top 7 stories for our viewers. I'm Preeti Choudhary, and these are the headlines. Patiala tense after clashes break out between Shiv Sena workers and pro-Khalistani groups. Stones pelted, knives and swords brandished. Massive crowds at Moose Wala's last ride. Fans bid adieu to their superstar. Inconsolable parents have last glimpse of their son. Gangster who threatened Moose Wala also targeted superstar Salman Khan. Bishnoi gang gave chilling threat to murder. Gangsters also wrecked Salman's residence in 2018.
जब हम करेंगे तो पता लग ही जाएगा। सलमान खान का करेंगे, मारेंगे ही जाएंगे, जोधपुर में मारेंगे तो पता लग जाएगा इनको। अभी तो मैंने कुछ किया ही नहीं।
शिकार टाइगर जैसे शिकार कोई नहीं करता, है ना?
Delhi Health Minister sent to 10-day ED custody. Arvind Kejriwal calls the case against his minister farzi, fake. Controversy erupts over the Gyan Vapi survey tapes. Both sides claim they haven't leaked the survey videos. Miscreants desecrate Hindu idols in Hassan district of Karnataka. 10 idols reportedly vandalized. Cops launch manhunt to nab vandals. Modi's mega Shimla blitz on 8th anniversary of government interacts with beneficiaries of government welfare schemes, given rupees 21,000 crore to 10 crore farmers. India's GDP for fiscal year 2022 stands at 8.7%, fiscal deficit at 6.7% of GDP. All right, viewers, let's take you now to Punjab, our top story. After his brutal murder, Sidhu Moose Wala was laid to rest in a flood of tears. Punjabi singer Sidhu Moose Wala, brutally murdered on Sunday evening in Punjab's Mansa district, was cremated today in Mansa. Moose Wala's parents were inconsolable as they saw their son in a casket. He was cremated in a portion of their own land and not in the village crematorium ground. A new CCTV video has since emerged from the day of the murder. In the video, the killers in a white car follow Moose Wala's black jeep. The two vehicles turn left and second later, gunshots are heard. The white car then reverses and lingers in the corner. Meanwhile, notorious gangster Lawrence Bishnoi and Kala Jethari were allegedly questioned by the Delhi cops on Monday in the Moose Wala murder case. Lawrence Bishnoi has sought protection, claiming that he fears a fake encounter. All right, let's listen in to all the heartbreaking reactions that have been pouring in.
ये सीसीटीवी वीडियो फुटेज भी सामने आया है जिसमें ये शूटिंग की आवाज सुनाई देती है। ये पूरा जो सर्कमस्टांसेस थे जिसमें ये शूट आउट हुआ था सर, ये भी काफी साफ साफ दिखाई देता है। आपके कमेंट सर इस इंसिडेंट के बारे में?
ये सबसे बड़ी बात तो इस वक्त जो भी हो रहा है ना, बहुत बुरा हो रहा है और आर्टिस्टों के साथ, कलाकारों के साथ ऐसे दिल में एक हलचल सी मची हुई है, क्योंकि एक इतना बड़ा नाम, इतना लेजेंड मतलब आपके सामने आपकी आंखों में चला जाता है तो दूसरे कलाकार सोचने लगते हैं कि हम कहाँ परफॉर्म करेंगे, कैसे परफॉर्म करेंगे, क्योंकि ये तो खुशी का मतलब मौज होती है, रस्त होती है जब गाता है आपकी कोई भी कलाकार पेश करता है अपने आप को। सो उस कलाकार के जाने के बाद मतलब सब कुछ ऐसा लगता है कि दिल में कुछ उदासी थी, परेशानी थी। उनके माँ बाप को देखा।
Nothing to do with weapons. The singer has nothing to do with these things, gangs, this, that. 8 years of my career, my father's career, my mother's career, and other singers who have been in this line for such a long time. I mean, we have never seen such a thing happening in Punjab, you know, and this is scary. This is scary. This is really very unpleasant.
इस बात की हमें समझ नहीं आती कि इंटेलिजेंस और सीबीआई और गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है कि जो ये जेल में बैठे हुए लोगों के बेटों को मरवा रहे हैं, तो इनको एनकाउंटर क्यों नहीं किया जाता है, इनको क्यों नहीं पकड़ा जाता, या इनके साथ क्यों नहीं कुछ किया जाता। नहीं तो इसी तरीके से अभी मनकीरत औलख को भी धमकी है कि बोल रहे थे कि उसको भी एनकाउंटर कर देंगे। पीछे विक्की मिड्डू खेड़ा के उसको भी एनकाउंटर कर दिया था, पीछे एक कबड्डी प्लेयर था उसको भी एनकाउंटर कर दिया था। ऐसे कितने माँ के कितने बेटे जाएंगे।
Sidhu was, he's a global superstar, and today he's not with us, but his music, his soul, his his voice will always be with us. In such little time, he gathered so much of love from his fans and from so many listeners. And I've worked with him on a song. I can tell you one thing, that he's an amazing human being, apart from him being a great artist. It's such a wonderful human being. And we worked on a song together in October last year, which was about to release in June. We delayed it because he was obviously standing for elections in Punjab, and we had to delay it. And I cannot tell you how broken I feel that the song that we were about to release with him, is now going to be releasing without him being in this world. It's really a very sad moment for us and for the entire music fraternity. For people who worked with him know how incredible he is. But for people who haven't worked with him, in the fraternity, I can say one thing, that he was a genuine artist. And there's no doubt about that, he because in such little time, he had so many incredible fans, listeners, stars, following him, collaborating with him. That just proves how much he was loved.
पहली गलती तो ये कम किया, दूसरी गलती ये कि उसको डिस्क्लोज किया मीडिया में। तो ये दोनों ही गलतियां बहुत बड़ी हैं और इसकी वजह से ये बिग लॉस हुआ। इससे मेरा मशवरा है पंजाब गवर्नमेंट को कि वो बहुत संवेदनशील स्टेट है पंजाब, इसको सीरियसली इनको थिंक अबाउट करना चाहिए। डैमेज कंट्रोल देखो, जितना बड़ा उनको मैंडेट मिला है, बहुत बड़ा। दिस इज फर्स्ट टाइम इन हिस्ट्री, आई थिंक 92 MLA पीपल आर इलेक्टेड। तो उनको देखना चाहिए, सोचना चाहिए, उनकी ड्यूटी बनती है। हर शख्स इनसिक्योर फील कर रहा है इन दिनों।
Meanwhile, viewers, the Punjab government has come under heavy criticism, especially not just where the law and order is concerned, of being completely lax and asympathetic when it comes down to the murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. What's interesting is today during the funeral, not one cabinet minister from Punjab attended it. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is facing extreme criticism for the security cut down of Sidhu Moose Wala as well. The AAP government came under fire from the opposition for a poster shared on the party's Twitter handle that mentioned Moose Wala's name while announcing the security downgrade. BJP has sought strict action by the Punjab cops, calling it a criminal act and saying that the party is behind Sidhu Moose Wala's killing. The Punjab High Court pulled up Mann government yesterday, asking how secret documents pertaining to the security withdrawal were leaked. Sidhu Moose Wala was amongst the 424 people whose security in the state of Punjab was downgraded.
जिस प्रकार से सिद्धू मूसेवाला की निर्मम हत्या दिन दहाड़े की गई है, ये एक स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड मर्डर है जिसके लिए आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार पूर्ण तरीके से जिम्मेदार है। जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने 424 लोगों की सिक्योरिटी को बिना कोई तथ्य या तर्क के विड्रॉ किया और केवल वाहवाही सस्ती लूटने के लिए उन्होंने इस लिस्ट को सार्वजनिक किया। आज पंजाब में ऐसी स्थिति आ चुकी है कि वहां पर कानून व्यवस्था पूर्ण तरीके से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है।
All right, viewers, it seems that the Punjab government has been forced into action. The latest news that we are breaking right now, that the Punjab ADG Law and Order has now finally been removed, replaced. That's the latest news coming in, that the Punjab ADG Law and Order has been replaced. It's come at the back of multiple lapses where it comes to law and order in the state of Punjab. The latest one, of course, the cold-blooded murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. Before that, there have been multiple instances as well, which has put the spotlight on the Punjab law and order situation ever since the Aam Aadmi Party has taken charge. The latest that has come in right now is that the Punjab law and order ADG has been changed. He's been shown the door. The new name, we are just going to tell you who is the person that has been given the new position. He is IPS Ishwar Singh will take over as the new ADG law and order soon. It's interesting because viewers, a lot of sweeping changes were made by the Aam Aadmi Party, especially when it came to power in Punjab. A lot of old faces have been replaced. What's interesting to note, it seems that somebody from the old guard has been brought back by the Aam Aadmi Party. We're going to try and get in reaction coming in from Punjab. But the latest that we can confirm for our viewers is that the Punjab ADG law and order has been shown the door. All of that coming at the back of the gruesome murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. There have been other instances of a complete lapse in security and law and order where the state of Punjab is concerned, and now come to a head with this latest incident. The new man in the shoes of the old ADG law and order is Ishwar Singh. All right, viewers, let's quickly move on and let's get you up to speed with the other big news that we are tracking, and that not a good time that the Aam Aadmi Party government is concerned. Satyendra Jain, the health minister in Delhi, has been taken into ED custody. He was arrested yesterday. That's the latest that we are getting in, is that the Enforcement Directorate gets the custody of Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain till the 9th of June. The ED has been granted 10-day custody of Satyendra Jain. The court has also given permission to give food and medicine to the Delhi minister. Jain has been arrested in connection with Hawala transactions linked to alleged shell companies that were in the name of his family members. ED has argued in a court that it is the case of controlling interests. ED argued that not only did he hold shares of the company, but he also had control over it. His arrest has triggered a political war. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has spoken on Satyendra Jain's arrest. Kejriwal has called the case against his health minister fake and fuzzy, declaring that there is no proof of corruption against his government.
मैंने सत्येंद्र जैन के सारे कागज खुद देखे हैं। पढ़ा लिखा आदमी हूं, कानून की भी बहुत समझ है। इनके ऊपर लगाए गए सारे आरोप फर्जी हैं। पूरा का पूरा मामला फर्जी है। केवल राजनीति की वजह से उन्हें गिरफ्तार किया गया है। अगर उनके मामले में 1% की भी सच्चाई होती तो मैं खुद ही कब का उनके खिलाफ सख्त एक्शन ले चुका होता।
पंजाब के चुनाव से पहले 23 जनवरी 2022 को अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने एक स्टेटमेंट दिया और एक ट्वीट करवाया आम आदमी पार्टी के ट्विटर हैंडल से, और कहा, मोदी गवर्नमेंट इज प्लानिंग टू अरेस्ट आवर मिनिस्टर सत्येंद्र जैन राइट बिफोर पंजाब इलेक्शंस। और अंत में लिखा था, हम चन्नी जी की तरह रोएंगे नहीं। तो इतना जरूर पूछेंगे कि जब आज ईडी, जो एक स्वतंत्र एजेंसी है, वो अपनी कार्रवाई करती है, तो आप रोने क्यों लग जाते हैं?
All right, viewers, that's the latest that is coming in. Satyendra Jain will be spending some time in ED custody. His custody with the ED has been extended. That's the latest that we're getting in. But let's cut across to the other big story that we are tracking very closely right now. All right, viewers, a Kashmiri Hindu teacher was killed in Kulgaon. The victim, Ranjani Bala, was fired at multiple times by a group of terrorists and unfortunately succumbed to her gunshot wounds. This was yet another targeted killing as Ranjani Bala was targeted for being Hindu and for being a teacher. She was rushed to a hospital but couldn't be saved. The terror attack in Kulgam is the latest in a series of targeted killings by terrorists as they continue to target minorities and anyone who is trying to better the situation in the valley. The hunt is on for the terrorist involved in this attack on the Hindu teacher in Kulgam. But in a big shocker, when asked about the targeted killings of the Kashmiri Hindu teacher, NC patron Farooq Abdullah says everyone will be killed in Jammu and Kashmir.
कोई ऐसी बात 2-3 बार बात हुई उनसे, उसके बाद ठीक है बोला, हमारे कोई ऐसा खतरा नहीं है। उसके बाद बीच अचानक बोला बहुत ज्यादा डर डर के जाना पड़ रहा है, तो आई 11 बजे ये पता चल गया कि ऐसे ऐसे इससे ज्यादा शर्मनाक और क्या हो सकता है? बहुत बुरी हालत है। कौन सी सरकार, कैसी सरकार, ऐसी सरकार को क्या करना जो हिफाजत नहीं कर सके किसी की? क्या मतलब है सरकार का? इतना कुछ होने के बावजूद एक मर रहा, थोड़ा दूसरा मर रहा, फिर तीसरा मर रहा है। इनको परवाह होती तो क्यों मरेंगे? नहीं मर सकते।
श्रीमती रजनी देवी जी के इन कातिलों को भी जमीन के पाताल से निकाल कर मौत के घाट उतारेंगे। ये खून का और मौत का तांडव जो पाकिस्तान कश्मीर घाटी के अंदर खेल रहा है, भारी कीमत इन पाकिस्तानियों को पहले भी चुकानी पड़ी है और आगे भी इन पाकिस्तानियों को इन कुकर्मों की, इन पापों की, इस जघन्य अपराध की भारी कीमत पाकिस्तान को और उनके इन आतंकवादियों को चुकानी पड़ेगी।
डॉक्टर साहब, आज के बारे में बताइएगा थोड़ा सा।
मैं कुछ नहीं बताऊंगा क्योंकि ये काम चलता जाएगा। इलेक्शन जब तक होते जाएंगे ये लोग हम लोगों को तंग करते जाएंगे।
आपने उनके सही मानों में उनकी खिदमत नहीं की, आप तो सिर्फ सियासी रोटी सेकना चाहते थे उनको। इसी वजह से वहां पर वो कश्मीरी पंडित की हत्या के बाद कश्मीरी पंडित ने प्रोटेस्ट किया पूरा। तो इस सरकार की नाकामी हम खंडन करते हैं, कंडेम करते हैं किसी किस्म का वायलेंस जो भी होगा, मगर जिम्मेदारी तो मोदी सरकार की है कि वो नाकाम साबित हो रही वहां पर।
All right, because the Prime Minister is in Shimla celebrating, marking 8 years of the BJP in government. The choice for Shimla and the state of Himachal Pradesh, that much interesting, viewers, because the state of Himachal Pradesh is going to elections soon. The Prime Minister addressed a rally in the hill state which will be holding an assembly election later this year.
A grand welcome, showering of petals, and a mammoth crowd cheering Modi Modi. Shimla's iconic Mall Road witnessed these scenes as Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived to interact with beneficiaries of his government's flagship welfare scheme. At the rally to mark 8 years of his rule, the Prime Minister said that before his government came in 2014, corruption was viewed as an essential part of government. Modi added that his government made India's borders much more secure and fought the pandemic with a never-seen-before vaccination drive.
2014 से पहले देश की सुरक्षा को लेकर चिंता थी। आज सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक, एयर स्ट्राइक का गर्व है। हमारी सीमा पहले से ज्यादा सुरक्षित है। जब सेवा, सुशासन और गरीब कल्याण का लक्ष्य हो तो कैसे काम होता है, इसका एक उदाहरण है डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफर स्कीम। डीबीटी के माध्यम से, डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट स्कीम के माध्यम से 10 करोड़ से अधिक किसान परिवारों के बैंक खाते में सीधे 21,000 करोड़ रुपए ट्रांसफर हो गए। हमने दूर सुदूर पहुंचकर लोगों को वैक्सीन लगाई है। देश करीब 200 करोड़ वैक्सीन डोज के रिकॉर्ड स्तर पर पहुंच रहा है।
खातों तक
In poll-bound Himachal, the Prime Minister also released 21,000 crore rupees as the 11th installment of the Kisan Samman Nidhi for 10 crore farmers.
Prime Minister invoked social security, economic situation, at the same time talking about air strike, surgical strike and border security of this nation. At the same time, he also praised the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh and his governance. Clearly, it was a poll bugle for the Himachal Pradesh, which is going for the assembly polls within 6 months. As Shimla's iconic ground, with Ashok Banod, I'm Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.